video. This was a video that I did not want to make, but I gotta freaking make it. I gotta make it. I'm just fed up. I am fed freaking up. Right? Wait for me to play. I am fed up. I am fed up, man. I am Cleveland Brown fans, right? Now, is that gonna stay still? I'm fed up. These Cleveland Brown fans have officially made me mad, and I am fed freaking up. Let me tell you guys why, right? So the Cleveland Browns just went 0-16 about 2 seasons ago, right? Got Jarvis Landry, drafted Baker Mayfield. Okay, I'm happy, right? They traded for Odell Beckham. I was excited for the Cleveland Browns. Got Olivier Vernon, the goal line with Myles Garrett. Okay, trade away Jabril Peppers. Drafted Denzel Ward. You got a Pro Bowler and no, they didn't draft. They drafted Greedy Williams. They drafted Denzel Ward in the previous draft. Both of those guys, good players, right? Especially Denzel Ward, made it to the freaking Pro Bowl last year as a rookie. Then they get Odell Beckham, make all these offseason moves, and they have the doggone nerve, right? The freaking nerve, the audacity to say that they're going to win the freaking Super Bowl. Odell Beckham out his freaking mouth. The disrespect. And you know what's even more disrespectful? Cleveland Brown fans think they're just going to easily win the AFC North. Let me give you Cleveland Brown fans a news flash, right? Just because you have the most talent doesn't guarantee you a Super Bowl win. Let's go back to the last 10 Super Bowl champions, shall we? And you tell me which team was more talented that ended up losing them, okay? Let's go to this year, the LA Rams versus the New England Patriots. Now, we already know that the Los Angeles Rams were a better football team than the New England Patriots, right? But why did they lose? Because of coaching. Let's go back to last season, the Philadelphia Eagles, right? One with a backup freaking quarterback, Nick Foles. Nick freaking Foles. This guy beat up Tom Brady, the freaking GOAT. The Patriots were the better team, right? They had Nick freaking Foles, right? And he won the freaking Super Bowl. You want to know why the Eagles won that Super Bowl? Because they were better coached, okay? Let's go back a couple of years before. Let's go back to the freaking Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots. The Atlanta Falcons were a better team, right? And why did they lose? Because Bill Belichick out-coached them. They was up 28-3. And why did they lose? Because they got out-coached. Coaching, the better coach, the coach who has a better game plan, who out-coached the other team, is always going to win. It's not about talent. Tell me out of the last decade, which Super Bowl winning team? We're gonna talk about the Cleveland Browns, right? So the Cleveland Browns have arguably the best wide receiver tandem in Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham. When's the last time a Super Bowl winning team had the best wide receiving core in the NFL and won the Super Bowl? Let me change it. Let me go easier on these Cleveland Brown fans, right? Who obviously act like they don't know nothing about football. When's the last time a top 5 wide receiver was on the Super Bowl winning team? I don't think nobody can give me an answer. Last time it was a top 5 wide receiver in the Super Bowl was Julio Jones, and they lost. Well, last time a Super Bowl winning team had a top 5 running back. We got to go all the way back to 2012 with the Baltimore Ravens when they won the Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers with Ray Rice. Oh, let's talk about that team, right? The San Francisco 49ers were a way better football team than the Baltimore Ravens. Vernon Davis, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis, Alden Smith. Come on, you guys know the names for that talented San Francisco 49ers team, and they lost. So don't give me that crap, Cleveland Brown fans, just because you guys think that you guys have the most talent. That means you guys are going to win the AFC North. And another thing, stop disrespecting Ben freaking Roethlisberger, Cleveland Brown fans. Baker Mayfield played 1 season, and you're going to disrespect the 2-time Super Bowl MVP? Let me give you guys a new flash. Ben Roethlisberger is what makes that Pittsburgh Steelers offense go. Without Big Ben, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't make it to the playoffs. Don't make it to the AFC Championship. Without Big Ben, Antonio Brown doesn't become the best wide receiver in the NFL. Without Big Ben, Antonio Brown doesn't become one of the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL. Without Big Ben, Juju Smith-Schuster doesn't become the stud that he is. Okay? So let's not be dumb now. Ben Roethlisberger is still the best quarterback in the AFC North. You can make all the excuses talking about something. He throws to Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster. He gets carried by talent. Let me remind you guys. In 2015, the year the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl, Le'Veon Bell didn't play in that playoff game against Cincinnati. And Antonio Brown, of course, we already know that cheap shot by Vontae is perfect. If Jordan Township, right, who was a practice squad running back, right? D'Angelo Williams was injured. Le'Veon Bell tore his ACL. A practice squad running back in Jordan Township. If he never fumbled the ball against the Denver Broncos, and the third quarter it was, we would have scored and we would have went up by two possessions, and we would have been in the AFC Championship game playing against New England Patriots. And Ben Roethlisberger carried us that game. I can't even recall a wide receiver that was playing in that game. Other than Antonio Brown didn't even play, right? Antonio Brown didn't even freaking play that game. And if Jordan Township never fumbled the football, we would have won that game, and we would have been playing the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Ben Roethlisberger was playing on one freaking leg. So don't give me that crap that Ben Roethlisberger isn't the best quarterback in the AFC North. Who's a better quarterback in the AFC North than Ben Roethlisberger? Baker Mayfield? Please. Lamar Jackson? I love Lamar Jackson. I love freaking Lamar Jackson. If you're a diehard subscriber of this channel, you know I rave about Lamar Jackson. That's my favorite NFL player, right? I'm not going to talk trash about Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson is nowhere close to Ben Roethlisberger. And he never ever will be. Lamar Jackson is my favorite NFL player, but he will never be close to what a Ben Roethlisberger is, a future Hall of Famer. He led the NFL in passing yards. Okay? So don't disrespect Ben Roethlisberger. Don't disrespect Ben Roethlisberger by saying Baker Mayfield is a better quarterback. Baker Mayfield is nowhere close to a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger. Okay? Alright? So then, let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. You Cleveland Browns fans forget that the Baltimore Ravens had the best defense in the NFL last year. Yeah, they lost a couple of guys. Terrell Suggs, he's about 90 years freaking old, man. He's 90 freaking years old. He's somebody's grandpa playing. Let him walk. CJ Mosley, okay, that might be a loss. But I know you guys all see the video of the guy who got the hard to pronounce last name, the linebacker, who had like 6.5 sacks. That guy is a freaking freak. Okay? Tony Jefferson, Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas is an upgrade over Eric Weddle. He's an upgrade. Marlon Humphrey is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. He's only played in a couple of seasons. So let's not get carried away, Cleveland Brown fans. Let's not freaking get carried away. Just because you might be the most talented team in the AFC North doesn't mean you're going to win it. If anything, you have the third best coach in the division. And we already know, to win the Super Bowl, to go far in the playoffs, you got to have an elite coach, or a good coach. What is Freddie Kitchens? Freddie Kitchens is inexperienced as a coach and as a whole. Freddie Kitchens wasn't even the offensive coordinator going into the start of the 2018 season. He was the interim offensive coordinator behind Todd Haley. Todd Haley got fired. Greg Williams stepped up. That's how he became the offensive coordinator. So let's not get carried freaking away, Cleveland Browns fans. Just because you're the most talented team doesn't mean you're going to win the freaking Super Bowl. You're inexperienced. You got Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham choked in the freaking playoffs. He was partying on a yacht a few days prior and then didn't do crap against the Green Bay Packers defense, who at that time had one of the worst freaking secondaries in the freaking NFL. Can you name me one player off that Green Bay Packers team that year the New York Giants went to the playoffs? Give me one Green Bay Packers defensive back off that team. I can only give you Ha Ha Clinton Dix. Maybe Demarius Randall. Okay? You may have one of the worst secondaries in the NFL, and Odell Beckham didn't show up. And don't blame it on Eli, because we know Eli, man, you can talk crap about Eli Manning all you want to, but when the playoffs come around, you know you're going to get the best version of Eli Manning. So don't give me that crap, Cleveland Brown fans. You got a guy, Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham, who are already getting exposed by Colin Cowherd. That's why Colin Cowherd is saying you guys won't make it to the Super Bowl. You're immature. Grow up. All he does is talk, and Odell Beckham and Baker Mayfield are texting long paragraphs out little girls, calling out Colin Cowherd. You guys played right into Colin Cowherd's little hands. He got the reaction he wanted to. That's the reason why you guys won't win the Super Bowl, because you guys are not mature. You guys are young profile caliber players. It takes an elite head coach to put all that talent together and win the Super Bowl. You don't gotta have the most talented roster to win the Super Bowl. This isn't the freaking NBA when you got to assemble a super freaking team and win the Super Bowl. The LA Rams did that in the free agency. They got Brandon Cooks. They got Marcus Peters. They got Aqib Talib. They got Ndamukong Suh. And what did they do? They only put up 3 freaking points in the doggone Super Bowl. Cleveland Browns. So just because you had the most talented team doesn't mean anything. On paper, it looks good if we're playing Madden, but we're not playing Madden. This is real life. You guys aren't winning the Super Bowl. You guys might not even make it to the AFC Championship game. You guys doggone are not winning the AFC North. You guys have the 3rd best coach. And to get far, you got to have an elite coach. The last 10 coaches that have been in the Super Bowl have been elite. Okay? Doug Peterson is elite. Andy Reid is elite. But you want to know why? You want to know what's the problem with Andy Reid? He can't win the big games because he always get out coached. He's an elite coach, but he gets out coached by the other elite coaches. He is the NFL equivalent to the Houston Rockets coach, Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni can get you there. He can build up your team. He can do some innovative things. He can get you to the playoffs. He can get you close to winning a championship, but he won't win a championship for you. He won't win a championship for you. So back to the Cleveland freaking Browns. If you guys think you're going to win the Super Bowl, get off that freaking crack. Get off it. You got Kareem Hunt. Yeah, you got Duke Johnson. Yeah, you got Nick Chubb. Yeah, you got Jarvis Landry, Antonio Callaway, Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield, Olivier Vernon, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams, Demarius Randall. All those guys are freaking ballers. But that still doesn't mean you guys are going to win the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots have proved in and time out, despite how talented the other team is, it always comes down to coaching. The Jacksonville Jaguars in 2017 were the better team, at least on the defensive side of the ball. And you want to know why they lost? Because they got out-coached. You want to know why the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl this year? You want to know why they're the defending NFL champions? Because they out-coached Sean McVay. Sean McVay got out-coached. This was an offense that was scoring a league-high 30 points per game and only put in 3 points in the freaking Super Bowl. So ask yourself, Cleveland Browns fans, stop talking about the players. Talk about the coach. How good is Freddie Kitchens? How good is he? He's the 3rd best coach in the AFC North. We don't even know if he's better than Zach Taylor. Is he? So that's all I just want to say. I just had to call out you Cleveland Brown fans. I didn't want to make this video, but enough is a freaking enough. Okay? Talent doesn't win freaking Super Bowls. Coaching does. Elite coach will always override talent in the NFL. The most talented teams in the Super Bowl, the most talented teams in NFL history have won the Super Bowl. 2008 New England, was it 2007 or 2008? I think it was 2007, I believe. The New York Giants were underdogs, barely got into the freaking playoffs, and smacked the Patriots in the freaking mouth. The New England Patriots had one of the best teams ever assembled. Tom Brady, Randy Moss, Probably one of the best 1-2 quarterback combos we have ever seen. Tom Brady in his prime, Randy Moss in his prime. To the New York Giants, who barely got in. Not once, but twice. The New England Patriots were the better team and lost to the New York Giants. You wanna know why? Because they got out coached. So you Cleveland Brown fans, you guys can dislike the video. You guys can talk your crap down in the comment section, but you can't argue with facts. And these are facts. It's been proven time in and time out. Just because you have the best team doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl, and it doesn't mean you're going to win the division. It doesn't. It all comes down to coaching. Coaching wins championships. They say defense wins championships, but really coaching wins championships. If you have an elite coach, you'll win the Super Bowl. Is Freddie Kitchens an elite coach? He's not even the best coach in the AFC freaking North. He's not even the second best coach. He's the third coach. We don't even know if he's even the third best coach. We don't even know how good Zach Taylor is as a coach. Zach Taylor has more coaching experience than freaking Freddie Kitchens. This guy was an interim offensive coordinator, and now he's y'all head coach. Come on now, Cleveland Brown fans. Come freaking on. I know you guys want to be optimistic, but it's a difference between being optimistic and being realistic. It's not realistic. You guys aren't going to go 16-0. Maybe 13 games. Maybe. But being realistic, you guys are 11-5, 10-6 team. You guys don't have an elite coach. You guys have an unproven coach. We don't know how he hasn't. What's Freddie Kitchens' coach? Has he been a head coach on the college football level? Has he been a head coach in the NFL? First year head coaches. Them first year head coach that went to the Super Bowl. I don't think you can name one. Name a first year head coach that ever outcoached Bill Belichick in the playoffs. I don't think you can name one. You can have the most talented team, but being the most talented team doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl. If anything, being the most talented team means you're going to lose the Super Bowl. The LA Rams were more talented than the New England Patriots and only put up 3 points. The Philadelphia Eagles had a backup freaking quarterback and beat the Patriots because of coaching. And that's all I have to say, Cleveland Brown fans. I didn't want to bash you guys. I don't want you guys to feel down about yourself. I'm not calling the Cleveland Browns a bad team. I'm just saying let's chill on the trash talk. Let's chill on these crazy high expectations. Just because you have the 6th best Super Bowl odds according to Las Vegas doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl. Las Vegas is just looking at you guys on paper, and you're like, oh, Odell Beckham. Oh, Olivier Vernon. Oh, Baker Mayfield going into his 2nd season. All Vegas does is look at paper. They don't take coaching into effect. If we're going by coaching, you guys wouldn't even be in the top 15. There's a lot of coaches better than Freddie Kitchens. We don't even know how good of a head coach Freddie Kitchens is because he hasn't even coached in an NFL game. So let's chill out on these high expectations, Cleveland Browns fans. And let's get a little bit more realistic. Like 11-5, 10-6. You guys aren't going to win the AFC North. You can talk all that crap about Pittsburgh and Big Ben being know it all you want to. But he's the best quarterback in that division. And he led the NFL in passing yards. And he's did it without Antonio Brown. Before Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster got to Pittsburgh, he was winning championships. He made San Antonio Holmes. What happened to San Antonio Holmes once he left Pittsburgh? Never heard of him. What happened to Mike Wallace when he left Pittsburgh? Went forgotten. Now, in Mike Wallace's defense, Mike Wallace had some pretty solid seasons with the Miami Dolphins. He had a career high in touchdowns. He had 11. And people ain't even talk about him. Big Ben makes these wide receivers. Without Big Ben, Antonio Brown doesn't become the best wide receiver in the NFL. Without Big Ben, Juju isn't the Juju that we know right now. Okay? Big Ben's the best quarterback in the AFC North. He's a top 10 quarterback. So stop disrespecting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stop disrespecting the Baltimore Ravens. You guys aren't going to win the AFC North. It's not going to be a freaking cakewalk. You guys have the 3rd best coach in the AFC North. The 3rd best coach. And you guys think you guys are going to freaking win the Super Bowl? Please. You guys think you guys are going to win the AFC North? Please. You guys are playing in... The Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen, are playing in their first Sunday night football game in how many years? Have the Cleveland Browns ever even been on Sunday night football? Let me know something. Let me know. Let me know. The Cleveland Browns have 5 to 6 primetime games this year. That's tied with the Dallas Cowboys. What has Baker Mayfield showed? Has Baker Mayfield ever played with the lights on him in prime time? Last time we saw Odell Beckham in prime time in the playoffs, he did absolutely nothing against the Green Bay Packers defense, which was one of the worst in the NFL that season. Let's be realistic, Cleveland Brown fans. Let's be realistic. You guys aren't winning the Super Bowl. You guys aren't winning the AFC.